Without wasting much time, let's go to if statements. I think most of you have been feeling irritating, maybe thinking these are not important. Let's go to the switches, the ifs, the if else, and blah blah blah. Your time has come. So if statement, okay. Mm. So supposing we are writing a code to determine whether a person is an adult, okay. Now if are conditional like cases. So me defining my integer here to let my code know. Again, you see here, we don't have number, we are having age. And then we all know age are in numbers. Age are not in text. So we are trying to tell our code that whatever that will be here, we are going to deal with numbers. We are saying our scene should give us, you, we will input our age here, okay? And then our if statement would come. If age, okay, is greater than, sorry, greater than or equal to 18. Our CL should print adult. Our code should print adult. So let's run this code and see. So run the code and let's see if it's working. Please, those of you that have been able to run the code to see it's working, let us see in the comment section. Oh, okay, so I can see some of you with your emojis, you are done with the code and it worked, right? Please, I want to see whether the code worked. The if condition statement, it should work. Great. So I think Kofi Cranton here is saying float and double does the same thing, just a double. Great. So as I said, they all deals with decimal, but double gives a more accurate decimal points when you are using. That's why I was giving you an example using the Arduino programming. Or let's say if you are using object oriented, you are doing embedded systems, and you would need to deal with numbers that will influence the delay or the response timing, a response or error in your timing. You use double instead so that you'll be able to calculate accurately for the delay out time or the response time or whatever you would want. Do you understand? Great. So some are saying it works, some are saying there is an error. Right. So I think most of you had it right. We would go on further with the if else condition. Right. So if else condition, assuming if our, for example, base mark is greater than or equal to 50, or a mark is based on or equal to 50, so mark equal to 50. Okay. Mhm. We are telling our code to give us an output telling us the person has passed. So see out. Else. Okay. Mind you, you would need your parentheses, okay? No. So here, right. No. I think I would, let me bring them here first. Great. But I'll still need a parenthesis, so hmm. So hmm. Great. So else it should print. It should print our So we are saying that we are giving a specific mark or a threshold to the code, saying that anyone that passes get to the absolute threshold or above the threshold, it should print to the user as passed. If it falls below, it should if it falls below, then it means if it falls below, then it means it should print fail. So if it gets 49.50, it gets 49 point what? It should print fail. So basically, this is what we are telling our code to do. Okay, please, do we get it? But Lucid, you said you did the same thing as mine, but got an error. Are you talking about the first code? See, those of you that are saying you don't understand the temp number part, listen. I think you didn't pay attention. Let me go back for you to get it. In question E, the question is demanding you to copy a value of an integer. Mind you, we are giving you examples. So we are giving you examples of how you would work with variables, various variables. And then in question E, it is telling you to copy a value of an integer variable. And then the first integer variable, you will name it first number. Get it clearly. Then you put it in another variable container, which you would name it temporary number. Like, do you get it? So it's not like we have temporary number as a data type or whatever. No, it is the name you gave it. You gave it. You get it? All right. So it's not like we have it somewhere. No, you name it as such. Right. So you name it as such, and then right. So please, do you understand the if else statement? For- In the initial one, for example, with the if statement, okay, we gave it an a threshold that if the age is greater than or equal to 18, it should print out adult. Now, if the age number that the code receives is less than 18, or it's not even up to 18, it means the code will not print anything. You will just receive a blank space. That is why there is a need for us to bring an else. Do you understand? So for this one, if it doesn't meet our requirement, it should just print fail. In most cases, they don't use the else. They just use if, and because there is no else, it's either they will put a break or a return zero. But here we want to make it like more interactive. So if it doesn't meet our requirement, it should print fail. Do we understand? Great. Then, okay, I think someone is asking a question here that I think you have to first accept a value from the user first before the if else block. Listen, mostly that's why I told you programming is something like you need to explore. There is nothing like it is like this. You have to, there is something fixed. No, programming is not fixed. In this code, there is no user input to give anything. We have just given it a requirement. If it meets the threshold, meets the requirement, do this. If not, do this. In other ways, you can also do it in your own terms where if it doesn't meet the requirement, it will let the user input another thing again. Do we understand? Okay, so my attention has been drawn that, let me tell you, if you really want to understand programming, okay, you should be open minded. Don't just stick to just one thing. Because when I was doing the first if statement here, I declared my int with my age number here, my age like statement here. And with the if else, I didn't declare anything. You people are thinking maybe I would have to give an console input like command. No. Meanwhile, it falls under the same thing. So whether I put it there or not, you should understand that we are dealing with that. Do we understand it? So there is nothing like it's a different thing. And moreover, I am using this to explain the conditional statements for you. As we proceed further, we would solve a real world example. Do we understand? Great. Someone is asking my C out. Hmm. What is wrong with my C out, please? Is it for the if else condition or the if? Someone is asking why. See, Miracle, please, are you in level? Hold on, electrical or computer? Because I have to come and give you a big knock. Something I've explained long time. You are telling me you don't understand again. So when I was explaining the console out and the console in, when I was explaining the console out and the console in, I made you understand that. So I made you understand that in C++, okay, when we say syntax, okay, I believe when you were being taught C++, you were taught about various errors. So when we say syntax, it means these are the stuffs or the writings or whatever that your IDE or C++ programming recognizes. Do you understand? And then if you'd want your code to print a display to the user, this is what you use. Please, do we get it? So we use two less than. I'm explaining with less than and greater than. We call them comparison operators. Do you get it? So if you are using cout, you would have to use the less than, double, and then cin, which is the console in, greater than, double. Am I right? Great. Ah, yes. So I think that it has been clarified. So cout is less than the two less than, and then console in is two greater than. Please, is it clear with everyone? For the if else, it tells that's what I was explaining to you that for the first if statement, I first declared integer, that you're going to be dealing with ages. For the if else, I didn't declare any integer that's mark or something. But you should know we are dealing with that. So if I don't put it there, doesn't mean you also not put. Do you understand? So that is why you had an error. So you let me put it there before you people say they didn't. That is why they teach you and you say, oh, when someone comes with a different approach but the same thing, you say one cheremisa, right? So people were expecting me to do this, so I've added it. Okay. So I should even put the C in again. Challenge, I'm tired. Mm. So mm, right. So I think I've done it the way you wanted on a silver platter, so you can enjoy. Let's go to okay. So from here, I want us to solve one question. Okay, with the if and if else. I think it's going to be easy for us. Mm. For your information, it's like a problem solving. So I'll put the question on the screen and I would read it as well for further clarification so you people understand it better. So the question is going to be posted on the screen. On the screen. So suppose that sale and bonus are double variables. Write an if else statement that assigns a value to bonus as follows. Let me go over it again. Yes, so I'm going to read the question again. Okay. So suppose that sale and bonus are double variables. Write an if else statement that assigns a value to bonus as follows. If sale is greater than 20,000 bucks, sorry, $20,000, the value assigned to bonus is 0.10, which is 10%. If sale is greater than $10,000 and less than or equal to $20,000, the value assigned to bonus is 0.05. That is 5%. Otherwise, the value assigned to bonus is 0. Do we get the question well? I'm going over it again, even though it's on the screen. So just follow. Suppose that sale and bonus are double variables. In this case, we are trying to let you are dealing with decimal. You would have something to do with integers, which will include decimals, what have you. I mean, open a new decimal. So we are asking you to write an if, and if possible, there will be an else condition. We are asking you to write it as well. Statement that assigns a value to bonus as follows. So for the first one, if sale is greater than 20,000 bucks, the value assigned to bonus is 0.10, which is 10% of the sale. Also, if sale is greater than 10,000 bucks, 10,000 bucks, okay, and less than or equal to 20,000 bucks, the value assigned to bonus is 0.05, which is 5%. Otherwise, the value assigned to bonus is 0. Your time starts, people up. Your time starts. Please play with it. Play with it, okay? You know, one interesting thing about programming is just playing with stuff. Play with it, play with it. You make errors. So you just run with this, okay? You that are expecting me to run my code, okay? After you are done with this, I will show you the if else statements. Then before I solve this question, so you don't worry. I will show you everything. Yes. So back to this code, I can see most of you are confused. People are saying I should run for you to see it. Right. So from this if else statement, we are declaring our threshold to be greater than or equal to 50. It should print passed, okay? And if it doesn't meet our requirement, it should give us fail. So we are going to run the code and see. So it's giving us this output. Our threshold is greater than or equal to 50. So I'm going to input, let's say 20. Right. Then I'll hit enter. Then I'll have the results to be fail. Okay. In like manner, I run it again and then I input a number that either meets my threshold or is more than my threshold. Let's say 50 points. Sure. You see, it's passed, right? Great. So let me. So let's go to the if else statement. Okay. Right. Else if statement. So with the else if statement, if let's say Mark, let's say Mark. First, let me declare everything before you people say there is nothing like. Alright. Then you say Omu did so so you have a C and Mark, okay. Hmm. Wait, man, yo. Hello. Yeah, so please are you all following? Let me see your favorite emojis if you are following, please. Then we would have our C out to be here. Right. So we have our C out to be okay. Mm, let's see A. Okay. And we bring our semicolon. And we come back to another method, okay? So let's say else if Mark, okay? Mark is greater than or equal to 70. Then we would have this our CL to be B. You have a semicolon. Don't forget the semicolons. Okay. Then you have our else statement. All right. Our else statement. You would say you should print fail, just like how most of you people will be getting. Your mates, if you bring a phone and I catch you, zero. If you bring a phone and I catch you, C out equals zero. Huh? Ah, the Indian woman. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Right. So great, great, greatness. Howla. I can speak a little Chinese. So this would work, okay? Kindly input this, the else if before I come to the question I gave to you people. Okay. Try inputting the else if statement in your code to see if it would work. Let me put my return zero. Let me put my please did it work? Sure. Obviously been saying control paper so I said just focus on the tutorial learn. Ubana say be more slate cra over. You people are angry because I said most of you will fail. Ah, don't worry. We will not fail you. You now will fail your thing. Anyways, it was just by the way. This one. We are giving you tutorials. So sign purple. It worked, right? Great. So I'm waiting for, let's say if I get like two other responses in addition to you, Kashiwa, we will just go. Oh, Yes, so okay, guys. Since it worked for you guys, let's go to the problem I gave to you people. So, you people should have something like this. Mhm. So, so you have something like, let's say, since we are dealing with sales, okay, in sale, we will have our semicolon. Then we come to, since you people want me to put our the C in for you, everything you want me to do for you like that, then we would have our sale here, okay? Hala. Then we will go to our first if condition statement, okay? So if our first sale from, just like the question is saying, greater than or equal, no, yes, greater than 20,000 bucks. So 20000, okay? We should have something like this for our first. Let's satisfy our first if condition, okay? We are initializing bonus to be 10% bonus, okay? So bonus equals, please, are you following? 0.10, which is 10% of 20,000 bucks. Then we come to our else if statement. Else if. Yes, if our sale is greater than 10,000 bucks. Okay, 210 and 230. Okay, so 10,000 bucks, we are going to initialize a bonus of 5%, just like the question says. So bonus, sorry, bonus equals 0.5. Mm. Make sure you bring your semicolon, telling the code that is the end of the line, okay? And we come to our last thing, our else statement. Mm. So it should print zero bonus. Else bonus equals, we are initializing bonus to be 0.0. No bonus. Right. Kindly try it, okay? Please, can you try what you see on the board? Hello, is it working? Hello, please. Were you able to put it in your code? I wanted us to. As at this moment, I would want us to solve questions, but I want you to like do what is on your screen. Make sure you have it. Then we go on to solve past questions. Is that okay with everyone? We will solve some few past questions. So don't be alarmed. Those of you that want support, if you are fortunate, okay, you would see some of the past questions in the exam. It's not guaranteed, please. Don't go anywhere and say the the guy says I'm giving them apport. No, there is no apport. There is no apport from anywhere. Even if I have car, I won't give you. So just focus on what is on the screen. Do it. When you are done, let me see your favorite emojis and we would continue. Okay. Okay. You want me to teach you the arrays? Anyway, if you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly do so right away. Okay. Right. You know, go cry. Nothing will happen. Just do it. Please, if you are done, you can send your favorite emoji. Okay. Hmm? Hey guys, so as I promised you, at this point, I would want to walk you through some past questions, okay? It's going to be simple. It's going to be simple, so you guys would have to pay critical attention. Don't be like how you are always you in the class. You don't listen. So please, here we are going through some past questions. I'll be solving them thoroughly with you, and I will expect. Right. So, Pashiwa, as you can see from your screen, we are having the objectives. I think it's like it's actually plain to but we will do up to there is a so we will only do 30 with you guys, okay? We would only do 30 with you guys. Anyways, I believe it's clear. You can see it clearly. So, question one: which of the following operations will cause undefined behavior in C++? A. Multiplying two floats. B. Dividing by zero. C. Adding two integers. And then D. Subtracting two doubles. You want me to be giving you the answers or you will start guessing in the comment section? Please let me see your answers in the comment section, okay? Your answers in the comment section. Alright. Question one. So when you look at A, multiplying two floats, from our earlier introductions and explanations, we understand that every arithmetic operations between floats is possible. Okay, adding two integers are possible. So every arithmetic operation that deals with whether it's a double, an integer, or a float, okay, is possible. The only thing that is not possible is dividing by zero. So from question one, we know our answer is B. Okay, question two. Great. So question two, which of the following is a correct way to end a statement in C++? It's obvious, which is C. Right. Which library is required for input and output operations in C++? If you paid critical attention from the start, I said it. So it should be there. Question three. Great. So question three, just like I'm saying, the library that is required for input and output operations in OOP C++ is include IStream, which you always use. What is the Okay, so let's go to question four. What is the main advantage of using pseudocode? So, question four. What is the main advantage of using pseudocode? Yes, as you can see. Okay, someone is saying it helps in understanding and designing algorithms without syntax constraints. Requires less memory, faster than code, can be executed directly. Question 4. I'm looking at you. What do you think? Question 4. Okay, so from question 4 we can see it's A. Okay. Shout outs to Steven Abubakar. You got it right. Question 5. What is the output of the following code? Integer x equals 10. Integer y equals 20. It should print out integer x greater than y. Integer x is to y. What is the output of the following code? Question 5. The answer is B, which is 20. Question 6. For the sake of time, I would be a little bit faster, so you would have to follow closely. Question 6. Which of the following statements correctly checks if a number n is even? I think we didn't, but you. So, which of the following statements correctly check if a number n is even? After this slide, we would actually do a video continuing the syllabus or the course. So, even if you don't get a chance to learn most of the things now, you can come back to the channel to check for the new audio that will be released on C++. Anyways, question 6. Which of the following statements correctly checks if a number n is even? A. If n with a percentage sign 2 equivalent to 0. The same thing applies to question B, C, and then D. Which is correct? So we know from question 6 that A is the correct answer. Kaishiwa. Which searching algorithm requires, by the way, it means let's go in Chinese. So which searching algorithm requires the array to be sorted? I don't know if you guys have done sorting. Anyways, we have sparse search, jump search, binary search, and linear search. Which of them do you think is correct? Question 7. Which searching algorithm requires the array to be sorted? From question 7, we know is binary search, which is C. Question 8. What is the result of the expression 7 over 2 in C++? Will it give you an error? Will it give you a double result? Will it give you an even result? Or will it give you just like an odd result? So is it A, B, C, or D? Question 8. Right, so question 8, the answer is A. Question 9. What is the output of the following code? Integer x equals 5. And then giving us a display plus x. I think this is about. You don't worry. When you go, okay, go and study more on them. So question 8A, question 9C. Now let me explain question 9 for you to understand. You know, anytime you see this plus, it means there's an addition of 1 to the already declared whatever in the container. So we have an integer container here which is having a variable x. It might be y, it can be kata, it can be prempe, it can be anything. And then we are saying the value is 5. But from our cout here, we are saying our display should print with an extension of class 1. So if we had the value of the integer in the container here to be 6, our output would have been 7. Please, do we get it? So the meaning of the plus here means there will be an addition of 1. Anyways, question 10. Which sorting algorithm is considered the most efficient for large datasets? Merge sort, insertion sort, bubble sort, and selection. Question 10. The sorting algorithm considered the most efficient for large datasets. Mind you, each of these sorting algorithms are beneficial, but we are talking about an exclusion here for large datasets. And when you are dealing with large datasets, you need merge sort. Okay. Question 11. What is the purpose of include directive? A. To allow a declaration of a variable, to include a function, to comment code, to add libraries of headers. Question 11. The answer is D. To add libraries of headers. Question 12. Which of the following containers does not allow duplicate elements? Which of the following containers does not allow duplicate elements? A. STD vector, STD map B, STD set C, and STD list D. Question 12. C. STD set does not allow duplicate elements. Question 13. Which header file is needed to use the string type in C++? This is obvious. Question 13. The header file needed to use any string type. So if you want to implement text in your code, the header file you would use to implement a string type in C++, which is it? Is it CSTD library? Is it a string? Is it C string or input and output string? Obviously a string, because even question C, we don't have nothing like a header file called C string. Anyways, question 14. How do you declare an array of 10 integers in C++? A. Integer array, your brackets, empty brackets equals 10. Integer array, normal parenthesis equals 10. Integer array, your 10 now in your parenthesis. And then integer array, curly brackets 10. Which of them is used to declare, or which of them signifies the declaration of an array of 10 integers? I think this is obvious. Question 14. The screen is blurry because your network is very slow. So your YouTube is automatically adjusting the video for you so you can watch it. So that is why it has decreased the quality. So kindly check your network well. Anyways, question 14. C. So the integer array with the 10 in the normal parentheses. What is the main benefit of using flowcharts in algorithm design? This is easy. I think when you were in your first semester, personally, I came there to even teach you that when you guys were learning C sharp, the computer guys would bear witness. When you were learning C sharp before you learned C++ from the start, I taught you about flowcharts and all that. So, what is the main benefit of using flowcharts in algorithm design? A. They provide clear visual representation of the process. B. They eliminate the need for testing. C. They are faster to create than code. They automate code generation. It is obvious. Okay, question 15. Question 15. I want somebody to say the answer. You let me help you. We are only doing up to 30. So question 15 is A. Okay, so 16. Which of the following data types can store a true or false value? Obviously, it's Boolean. So 16D. What is the output of the following code if x is 5 switch x? So case 5. Okay, so let me explain the code. If x equals 5, the output, what is the output if the following code? The output of the following code if x is 5. Now, this is a switch case. We are declaring our switch x and we are saying case 5, it should print 5. Case 6, it should print 6. And then by default, it should give us. And if you have already declared our x to be 5, then for case 5, the C out or the console out, will it actually print 5 or it will print something else? Case 6, will it print 6 or will it print something else? And then with the default condition here, will it print just default or print something else? So with our possible answers, we have 5, 6, 5, 6 default, 5, and default. Question 17. So question 17, the answer is B. Okay, so it will print all the possible outputs there. What is the role of comments in pseudocode? So to generate output, to increase I already told you comments in pseudocodes enables readability and explanations. So for example, you have like 20,000 lines of code, okay, 2,100 lines of code, and you want to be able to identify every error, everything that is going on. Let's say we have an error. So your comments will help you to identify them because every method, every new line you start, you commented and then explained or defined it. So comments provides explanations and improve readability. So 18 is C. 19, what is the base case in a recursion code? So the first recursive cell, condition under which the recursion stops, which is B, the case where the function calls itself, which is C, and D, the last recursive cell. Question 19, the answer is B, the condition under which the recursion stops. And this is similar to an if statement. When you are writing an if statement and you have a return 0, when your condition meets or when your output or your input meets the condition or the threshold given to the code, okay, it will work perfectly in the order you have given it, or else there will be no recursion. It will not recur because there is no else. So it's either it will break or there will be blank. It will say process exited. Right. So what is the purpose of the continue statement in a loop? A, to terminate the program. B, to restart the loop. C, to exit the loop. D, to skip the rest of the loop iteration. Question 20. Question 20D, to skip the rest of the loop iteration. Now, when you are coding and you implement while loops, okay, the purpose of a loop is for iteration. But when your conditions or your input meets the threshold you've given, then it means the continue there will skip every other loop and go to the next possible like code it can execute. Kashiba. In a queue, how is an element added? A, you can add it anywhere. B, you can add it randomly. C, you can add it at the front. And D, you can add it at the rear. 21. Our answer is D. You add it at the rear. How a new element will be added? You don't just add it anywhere randomly or at the front, but you put it at the rear means at the back of the code. 22. The primary goal of software testing. A, to find errors. B, to improve performance. C, to document code. D, to refactor code. 22. A, to check for errors, definitely. 23. The data structure follows. Which data structure follows last in first out principle? Is it arrays? Is it queue? Is it list or stack? So from here, because our time is fast spent, I'll be speeding, okay? So I will not be explaining the um questions to you. I will just say the correct answer. So 23, we have D for an answer. 24, we have B for an answer, obviously. 25, we have C for an answer, the first underscore value. 26, we have D for an answer. I think I should have explained 26. No, you go and learn it. There is no time. 26D, 27A, 28D, 29D, and finally 30C. Okay, great. So I think we've actually done a good job. Okay, we've actually done a good job. We've actually done a good job. I think we started around 5. We spent almost 2 hours and we've done well. So we thank you for joining the live, and then we hope you would make the most of everything that has been spilled out here. This is our Exploringg channel, and you just learned C++ from the introduction to knowing many things like the functions, how to create a code in C++, if statement, if else statement, and then else if statement. Great. My name is Winfred Carter. I've met most of you before. Mostly, I think everybody here knows me. Maybe you don't know, you've not seen the face. That is why. So, all the best in your mid semester. As I said earlier, we would actually upload the rest of the continuation of the video. Probably it might not feature the past questions, but we would continue to explain from the loops, the switches, the arrays, and what have you. So God be with you, and then Godspeed in your endeavors. Some of you are saying I should show the rest of the questions so that you will screenshot, okay? You will screenshot them and then you will go and solve them. Mm, right. So please, if you found whatever we did today useful, can I see your favorite emoji? Like whatever you saw here, you've learned something. Can I see your favorite emoji? 23 and 24. Before that, can I still see your favorite emojis? So I know you guys are still with us. So 23, the answer is D, stack. Okay, the data structure that follows last in, first out principle is stack. And then 24, the operator that is used to get the address of a variable is B, the AND operator. Okay, great. Some of you are saying I should continue, I should continue. Meanwhile, you don't come to class. This semester I've not been to your class before because I don't have like any course there to assist any lecturer though. So all the best in your mid semester. As I said earlier, Godspeed your studies and everything. Yes, so open this. We would meet another time, definitely. So then we would end the live here today. Shalom, Maranatha.